Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Coping with Life. I'm your host, Scott. It's been a week. Let's talk about that. So, last week, you got an episode. And hopefully you enjoyed that. Now, this week is going to be more about WrestleMania. But let's talk about my dental experience. Because that's... I'm very proud of what happened. I'm communicating. And there's a few things that happened that I will not divulge on. But it was 100%. It was good. They took 3 teeth, so my lisp is a little bit more worse. But I don't hide the fact that I have bad teeth. And if getting to the finish line, have to go to this. This is day 1 without pain meds. And my body's like, I'm going to be honest, I've been sleeping all day. But that's what really happens when, you get on pain meds for a little over a week. And you have to adjust. And I'm going to be honest, that area is very tender. I'm still 90% liquid diet, which I'm okay with. But I'm proud of myself and getting stuff done. The next appointment is June 29th. And then we get to do this all over again. But, so, and this is also the first week where, I am on my own. If you noticed, there was no ad read this week. And that's okay. But I'm proud of who I am. The adversity that I've done throughout my entire life. And I'm going to be honest, talking is really hard right now. And it has been. And I know going through with what I'm going to be going through, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be pretty hard. And I am a very emotional Pokemon. But it is Saturday. And I love Saturdays. And so, Saturday is a very special day. I very look forward to Saturdays. But now we have WrestleMania. And then before WrestleMania, we have Stand and Deliver. Like, wrestling overload. Especially when somebody's not feeling too good. So I'm going to do my predictions for Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania day 1 and day 2. And I want to thank all of you who are in my corner, who believe in me, and that means a lot to me. Like, it really does. And, especially going into the unknown and it being April, and not knowing the future, it's, it just makes me think, and, I'm going to be honest. Last week's episode, there's a reason why I record right before it goes live. But I pre-recorded that episode, and my mindset wasn't good. I didn't like where my mind was. But I wanted to showcase it. I wanted to go through my brain thoughts, my thoughts processes, and how I get, point A to point W to point X. I'll get where I'm going eventually. Maybe go back to A a couple times. But I recorded that right before I went to my dentist appointment. And the anxiety, the nervousness, just the stuff that was going through my mind. And it took me a while to get there. And I needed to get stuff off my chest. And mental health is very important. And especially being honest, don't play games, don't play mind games. What's the point? I'm polite, I'm nice, I'm somebody who is honest, but I'm also, very, very nice. And I try and lift people up. But I'm not perfect. With that said, let's get to the predictions of NXT Stand and Deliver and WWE WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles SoFi Stadium. Tonight is night 1, and then tomorrow is night 2. And then you have Monday Night Raw afterwards, which WrestleMania Raw afterwards is always crazy. I've been lucky to go to 1. I've been to 2 WrestleManias, but I've only been to 1 Raw after WrestleMania. Yeah, it's definitely a great thing if you like wrestling. The Raw after Mania. Sometimes, it can't all be bangers. So, let's do the NXT Stand and Deliver predictions. So I'm just gonna go off of the card. It may not be in this order, but here's my prediction. An unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Grayson Waller. Johnny Gargano. Singles match for the NXT Championship. Braun Breaker, the champion, versus Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams Carmelo Hayes wins. I think he won the title. Ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez versus Zoe Stark versus Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyrie and Indy Hartwell. I don't know much about this, but ladder matches I do enjoy. So I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm going to say Lyra Valkyrie wins. So that is my shot in the dark. The next one is a tag team match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Fallon Henley and Kiana James, they are the champions. With Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen versus Alba Frey and Isla Dawn. I'm going to say Alba Frey and Isla Dawn win the title. Also Roxanne Perez was the champion. I don't know if I said that. I do apologize. Now we have a fatal 5-way match for the NXT North American Championship. Wesley, champion, versus Dragon Lee versus J.D. McDonough versus Ilya Dragunov versus Axiom. I'm going to say Dragon Lee wins the North American Championship. Gallus, Mock Coffee, and Wolfgang, champions, versus the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius Creed with Ivy Neal versus the family, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. I'm going to say Gallus retains the title. 8-person mixed tag team match. Winners gain control of Chase University. Chase University, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, Thea Hale versus Tyler Bate versus Schism, Joe Casey, Jagger Reed, Rip Power, and Ava. I'm going to say Chase University wins. And that's the match card. For NXT Stand and Deliver. Now we get to the fun card. WrestleMania 39. Again, this is the key marquee event of WWE. So there's a lot of matches. And again, these go pretty fast. Again, no specific order. I'm just going to go from bottom to top of the card that I have for both nights. So, Braun Strowman and this is WrestleMania 39, Night 1. Braun Strowman versus Ricochet. No, Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Give me Ray. I want Rey Mysterio to win. Now we have Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. I know Logan Paul's going to win, but I'm going to go for Seth freaking Rollins. Now we have Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. I think Damage Control wins. For the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens wins. SmackDown Women's Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. I want Rhea Ripley to win. By the way, Charlotte Flair is the champion. And the Usos are the unified tag team champions. Now, the last match on Saturday is for the United States Championship. Champion Austin Theory versus the challenger John Cena. I want Austin Theory to win. I do. I just want Austin Theory to win. Now it's for Sunday, the main event of the Showcase of Immortals. For the WrestleMania Showcase match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. I want Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to win, please. Next match. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I don't care. I'm gonna just say Omos. Lol. Next match is a Hell in a Cell match. Edge versus Demon Finn Balor. Oh. If you have listened to my previous predictions, I love Edge. But I also love Finn Balor. This is really hard for me. I want Demon Finn Balor to win. I'm really, really excited for this. And I'm going to go on a little tangent. I've been to a WrestleMania where there was a Hell in a Cell. It was entertaining. But since, I have no money. And so I was up in the 423 section of the Arlington venue of Arlington, Texas. Where the WrestleMania 32. It was Undertaker versus Shane McMahon. You really couldn't see much. It was very obstructed. So as a fan in the arena, you really can't see much. Or maybe it's just because I'm blind, among many other things. But I'm going to have to say Demon Finn Balor wins. Hopefully it's going to be good, and I get to watch it from the comfort of my little neck of the woods. Alright. Next match is for the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat match. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus the Sheamus. I'm going to say Gunther wins. Or, I'm going to throw this out because I like to, or Sheamus and Drew McIntyre both win the title. So they have to be co-unified champions. And that's what I'm going to go with. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus both win the championship. Now we have the WWE Raw won the championship. Asuka challenger versus Bianca Belair. By the way, Gunther was the Intercontinental Champion, or is the current champion. My apologies. Bianca Belair is the Women's Championship on Raw. I want Asuka to win. Now we have the main event. The main event for all the Marlboros. What I'm really excited for. And it's for the WWE Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Champion Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. I want Cody Rhodes to win. I want Cody Rhodes to win very, 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 very much so. And yeah, that's WrestleMania. There may be a couple of spreads, I don't know. But all I do know is I'm excited. I'm going to be watching. Excuse me. I'm going to be watching. And I'm going to just relax. So, that is how I'm going to cope with this week. And, you know, I love each and every one of you. I care about everyone. And I hope you're doing well mentally, because mental health and mental well-being is very important, especially even though I've been in Unicorn Land for the last week, I'm glad that I have this for me. And you know, it's okay if you don't like NASCAR, if you don't like wrestling, but it keeps me going. And, you know, sometimes I don't always have the mental, awareness to talk about some hard subjects. That's always there, because I'm me, and I'm going to continue being me. And, you know, now that I have no sponsors, and, I don't get paid at all for this podcast, you know, I get to continue being me. And knowing that at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself. And continue doing things that make me happy. And focusing on my mental well-being is the most important thing in the world. So I hope you have a wonderful WrestleMania Saturday. Be safe. Love you all. I care deeply about each and every one of you, and chase your dreams. If realistically attainable, go for it. And I wish good things happen to you, and I wish good things happen to me. Thank you so much. Until next week. I have no idea. Yeah. I have no idea what next week's going to bring, but I love you. Care about you. Be safe. I bid you all adieu.